Hello, I'm waiting for people to come on board. I don't know how many people got the email, and this is my first time doing a YouTube Live, so I'm hoping that a little bit of audience is going to join us before we start. It's recording anyway, so yes, absolutely. I'm going to get going in a second. Some people are joining right now. Well, one of the things that I wanted to mention was all the different technical problems that we've been having, and what an interesting experience and what a learning experience it's been throughout the summit to get familiarized with a whole bunch of different technologies. And there's been quite an adventure there. Right this second, I'm unable to reach Monica. Monica Helms is our speaker today. So most likely what's going to end up happening is that Monica Helms' address is going to be posted a little bit later today. And I've had silly situations like this come up throughout the summit. So I want to let you all know that this has been a labor of love by just one woman. And I've been working on this for 6 months, and I've given it my best. But you're going to find hiccups, and you're going to find that there might be the occasional typo, or there might be some errors here and there. And I just want you to be patient, and I want you to let me know if anything needs to be improved or modified. And anyway, you can reach me at Cassie@empowered.com. Thank you for those who are joining me now. I appreciate that. And some of you might be watching this a little bit later. This is recorded, and it's going to be available for a while. I have an amazing group of speakers at this conference. It ended up, my original goal was to have 24 speakers, and I have 26 trans women and 26 trans-focused professionals and allies participating in the summit. So I've been absolutely overwhelmed by the outpouring of support and eager participation from some really, really amazing speakers. So I want to thank every one of the speakers for that. I'm going to just go on with a welcome and orientation. I'm going to give you all a little bit of a sense of how this event is going to unfold. This event is going to unfold over the next 13 days, and it's going to be a series of videos, some of them pre-recorded and some of them live in the way that this is coming live to you. And I'm going to send daily updates so that you're able to find these videos and so that you're able to join us. There's also an agenda on the page right now, and on that agenda you can see the link to the video that's posted every day. I just linked the this particular video on the agenda page so that people are able to find it there. But the email notifications are the primary form of communication with the audience, so please keep an eye on those. And I made my best effort to reach you all this morning and let you know that this is coming. The immediate speakers, or the format, the sequence that we're going to follow is we're going to generally follow the topics. So first of all, we're going to address the question of, am I trans? And this is a question that has bothered a good number of us as we started considering transition, and might be on your mind. So we're going to have Dara Hoffman-Fox, who is a gender therapist, be our first speaker later today. And then very soon after, we're going to have Dr. Natalia Zhikareva, who is a trans-focused psychologist, and Dr. Tracy Lowenthal, also a trans-focused psychologist and therapist, tell us their views on some of the key immediate concerns that people come into a therapy session with. And hopefully you'll identify with that and you'll get some answers there. Following that, we're going to have Janet Hardy, who has written on gender and is non-binary. And we're going to maybe deconstruct some of our assumptions about gender. and we're going to listen to Jimena Alvarado, who is a PhD and a professor, talk about privileges of gender and different intersections of power and marginalization in relation to gender and other societal norms. And it's a fascinating talk, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to present that for you tomorrow. Robert Sapolsky is a bioneurologist from Stanford. I was going to have him speak tomorrow, but he's been detained and he'll speak on Friday for us. But he will definitely be at the conference. We're going to get on something a little bit lighter later this week. On Saturday, we're going to have a panel on dating. We're going to have several trans gals joining me, and we're going to have dating advice girl, Erin Tillman, who is going to help moderate that panel. Something pretty funny is that I reached out to several dating experts, and I said, how about moderating a panel of trans women on the subject of dating? And several of them begged out, saying, I'm sorry, I want to be respectful. I don't know anything about trans women, so I don't want to speak to that. And my good friend Erin said, I don't know anything about trans women, but I know a lot about women and a lot about dating. And so I can definitely speak to the subject. And so I welcomed her open armed, and we're going to have a great candid conversation on Saturday, along with several other gals. We're going to talk makeup tips a little bit later this week, and we're going to talk about presentation, including such things as bra fitting with Kimay Caldwell, makeup and electrolysis with Alana Zurich. We're also going to be listening to a couple of plastic surgeons talk about different surgeries that are available. But we're going to have an SRS panel, a vaginoplasty panel, just with gals who have experienced it, so that we're going to be talking about very candidly about real expectations and the reality of the surgeries and the recovery. Not in an effort to scare anybody off, but just for you to know what to expect if that's on your journey. Something that I definitely want to frame in terms of this conference is that there are some guiding principles for me in terms of what kind of an event I want to bring to you. One of those, and I don't know to what extent I've been able to hold true to these principles, but they have been my guiding north. One of those principles is the fact that not all of our experience is the same. We don't follow a narrow, streamlined, simplistic narrative. Many of us come from different backgrounds and have different journeys toward transition and through transition. And I really wanted to highlight that. I wanted to show the rich tapestry and the diversity that there is within our trans umbrella. So I'm interviewing trans feminine folk. I'm interviewing folk who are choosing not to medically transition. They're not even on HRT. I'm interviewing gals who have transitioned late in life, for example, myself. And I'm interviewing gals who transitioned really early in life. And some people from a position of wealth and privilege, and some people from a position of no privilege at all. And I'm hoping that all of this is going to provide perspective and give you also a sense of togetherness and community. I have 3 parents of trans kids talking about what it's like to raise a trans son or trans daughter. One of them is published author Jana Barkin, who has a book called He's Always Been My Son. And the other one is Catherine Pelosa, whose daughter is YouTube famous Steph Sanjati. And I also have with me Tina Bailey, who moderates a couple of pretty big Facebook groups. What else can I tell you? The list of speakers goes on, but I have many advocates and activists. I have Sue, who is the leader of Utah Pride Center. I have Sally from Victoria, Australia. Sally Goldner is the leader of Transgender Victoria. I have Lisa Kelly from York, England, a couple of trans activists from Canada. So this event is global. I recently spoke to Magdalena Fabri from Chile, and I'm interviewing also Miss Trans Argentina and Miss Trans Netherlands. They'll be on the event itself. So I'm really hoping to have a global event that people from all over the world can identify with. And in that vein, I've already seen that we have views from remote places such as Pakistan and Japan and Romania and Sweden and Australia and New Zealand and Saudi Arabia and Spain and of course England, Canada, and the United States, but also Mexico and Argentina and Venezuela and Peru. And you're all very welcome at some hope in the future. I'm hoping to bring this to you in Spanish as well. Así que todas las hispanoparlantes, bienvenidas y por favor tengan paciencia hasta que puedo presentar todo esto en español también. Sorry for the little Spanish segue. I think that's all that I have to cover. I'll speak a little bit to logistics right now. Again, I wasn't able to reach Monica. I think we were having a technical glitch, and there's been a number of technical glitches throughout the summit. I apologize for that. Monica will be with you, but we'll be with you a little bit later, and I'll share that link when it comes on. But what I'm doing right now is just an orientation so that you guys know what to expect. The summit is conducted online, and you can share it with your friends. The summit is completely free, so that you can take the links that I send you daily in terms of where the sessions will be held, which pages to find and to watch the videos. You can freely share those links with anybody on a Facebook group or on your social media or with a friend, and they can come join us. There isn't any kind of restriction to that. The the videos are available later for download, and for that we ask for a financial contribution. Keep in mind that I've spent a few $1,000s putting this event together, and I'm hoping that that will kind of help me bear the brunt of some of that cost. So if you do feel inclined to purchase the downloads package, that's $47, but it's completely optional. It's up to you. That's in case you want to hold on to the videos for later use or to show them at your local trans center or local LGBT center, or if you want to share them with a friend or just keep watching them for the rest of the year and the rest of your life, they would be available to you always. And for that, it's $47. And I'm sorry for the kind of salesy aspect of the summit in that regard. That was copying a model. Um, the way that this model of a summit came about was I saw other people on the internet doing summits about other topics, and I've basically copied that model. And then, of course, I wanted to do a model for the transgender community. And some of it may have been more successful, and some of it might have been a little bit slightly off target. And I'm doing my best to get it better and better. 2018 is going to be so much better, girls. Stay with me, and you'll see me improve every year. But I'm really, really happy to see that I have a bunch of viewers right now, and many of you are going to be watching this as the day wears on, as the event wears on. If you have any questions at all, you can email Cassie at empoweredtranswoman.com, and I will address your questions as soon as possible. You should be getting notifications from me. Please check your spam. Check your email, because you should be getting notifications from me every morning in terms of what's coming up next. If for any reason you can't find that notification, please write me at cassie@empoweredtranswoman.com. But you will also be able to find the information on the agenda page. And here's Monica calling me. So I'm going to see if I can connect with her. Hi, Monica, sweetie. I'm actually online right now with our audience. And I've sent you an invite. If you're able to find it, I would like to bring you on, but otherwise we can reconvene at 3. Yeah, there will be a link in your Gmail, and you'll be able to join the live session. Otherwise, we'll reconvene at 3. Are you able to? Okay. We might actually have Monica come on. We're all learning, and some of us are old. I'm not so much speaking about Monica, but I'm speaking about myself. Some of this technology has been really easy for me, and some of it has been daunting. But here we all are, so we've clearly made progress, and Monica might be joining us in a second. We're going to give her a few minutes. If not, we'll reconvene at 3 p.m. today. 3 p.m. is 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have her keynote address there. Hang tight. I'm going to check chat in the meantime. I want to see if any of you guys are asking me questions. Oh my gosh, somebody's asking me how much is $47 in Australian dollars. I'm I'm not I'm not really up. It's 60 Australian dollars. My technical team, which is my partner, are telling me that it's $60 Australian. It's wonderful to hear that I'm reaching Sydney, Australia, and coming through fine. This is so much fun, and thank you all for being there. And I don't see Monica coming on, so potentially I might sign off pretty soon. But I'm going to give her perhaps another 45 seconds. And thank you all for your patience. If anybody has any questions for me, please go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll be happy to hear them. Something really funny is that there's a lag on the video, so I see myself talking long after I've stopped talking, and it's a bizarre experience. Hi, Jennifer. So nice to meet you. The last 2 or 3 weeks, I've worked so hard on this. I was absolutely dying. And this weekend, my partner took me for our anniversary, Santa Barbara, and I've had a lovely, lovely weekend. And now I feel refreshed. And so you're facing me in an incredibly cheerful disposition this morning. I'm beginning to think that the best thing to do would be to reconvene again at 3 p.m., which would be 6 p.m. Eastern time. There's a question from Josie that says, when will the last question be in the evening? The next session for today, there's 2 sessions that are going to be posted today, and they're pre-recorded sessions, and I'm going to be posting them immediately after this, so you will see them live within half an hour, and then they will be available for the remainder of the day and all of tomorrow. One of those is the talk with Dara Hoffman Fox, the gender therapist, and the session on hair removal is a little bit later this week. I'm going to check the agenda while I talk to you. Hold on one second. That's with Alana Zurich. And that one is on Sunday, October 8th. And Kimei Caldwell on Finding the Perfect Bride is also on October 8th. And we have both Kathy Perez, the speech pathologist, and Erin Gitelis on Sunday, October 8th as well. Keep in mind that once the sessions go live, they will remain up for 48 hours. So suppose that you can watch them on Sunday, you can still watch them on Monday morning, or you can watch them on Monday. Is there any way where you'll be able to access the videos of the speakers as you post them? Yes. The agenda page of the site is going to be the primary reference for that. And here's going to be each one of these, as it starts going live, it's going to be linked, and you'll be able to get from there to their speaker pages. And I'm going to do a little homework on that today. Yes, that's correct, Michelle. That's going to be on Monday, your time. And remember that it'll stay up for a good 24 hours at least, so you'll be able to catch it then. And at this point, I'm probably going to sign off pretty soon, hoping to reconnect with Monica at 6 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. my time. Any other questions before I go? Is this where you'll be able to access the videos? Yeah, that agenda page is probably the best way to find which sessions are coming next. And also, at any point, feel free to write me and I'll reply right away. That's Cassie@empoweredtranswoman.com. One thing that I want to ask you, and I'm going to be very transparent about this. Oh my gosh, you're 18 hours ahead. So you probably already know what happened all day today. Did I do okay? One thing that, oh my God, I got sidetracked. Yeah, so one thing that I want to be very candid about is I would like to see a lot more participation. So if you guys can help me promote this event through Facebook, through Twitter, whatnot, I would really like to increase the numbers. I would like to reach a few more hundred people. So your help is deeply, deeply appreciated in getting this better known. And with that, I think I'm going to sign off. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. This is a very exciting experience, and I hope to bring very, very useful advice to you and good value to you all. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, keep on sharing. All right, and I'm going to say goodbye to you now and see you again in a few hours, hopefully with Monica this time.